I got this one for my fellow horror fiends to check out. This is West of Sundown, Volume 1, Out Beyond the Dust and Dark. This is a horror western comic. It's from Vault Comics, and it is written by Tim Seeley and who is the other guy? Something Campbell, Aaron Campbell. Drawn by Jim Terry, who I've never heard of, but I thought the artwork was excellent. Now, I'm going to be right out front with you guys. I know that, like, horror westerns have been really popular. I think sometime during the pandemic they kind of popped up and they were a little subgenre. And now I feel like they're just popping up everywhere. And it was kind of interesting to see a comic. But when I picked this up, I thought it was just going to be a vampire comic. And it is so much more than that. While the story is not 100% original, like the main kind of like ideology going behind it was not 100% original, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. So I want to share it with you guys. And it is so much more than a vampire western. Let's just say that. It starts out introducing us to this, there's a lady vampire. It shows her origin, how she came about. There's also an Irish guy who obviously fought in the Civil War. And she saves this guy, pulls him from, you know, fighting in the Civil War. And he's basically like her Renfield, I guess you could say. And then, you know, one thing leads to another, and you know how all things go with vampires. Something they destroy her nest, and she has to go back to her origin of birth so that she can get her soil to, you know, keep on living. And you know, we get introduced to other kind of horror type characters. I'm going to say that this kind of has elements of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and kind of reminds me of that Showtime show Penny Dreadful, because it does have, I'm not going to name who they are, but it does have some other horror classic type monsters in the mix. There are others, like, and then there's totally original ones, like there's this blood cult. And yeah, I thought it was interesting enough that I wanted to share it with you guys. I have not read too many Vault comics, so this was kind of, I'm thinking about checking out some of their other comics, because it was really enjoyable, let's just say that. They kind of go on this quest to kind of eliminate the blood cult, and, you know, that's where they kind of have this team-up moment, and that's why I'm going to say it's like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because of that. And I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm not going to, but you know, we see there's a patchwork cowboy, gunslinger type guy. I'm only going to let you use your imagination as to who you think that guy is. There's also a werewolf at one point. So yeah, it's got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and yeah, it was a fun read. I gave it a 3 out of 5 star rating on Goodreads. I feel like that's its general average rating on Goodreads. Goodreads was like around a 3.5 star rating. So I think it definitely, if everybody else kind of felt that way about it too, I think there must have been some strong 4 stars for it to get a 3.5 star rating on Goodreads. It's worth checking out if you are a horror comic fan. I'm definitely going to recommend this one to you. But it is so much more than a vampire western, so just so you're aware of that. And like I said, don't expect it to be 100% original, because it's, you know, it does kind of have that League of Extraordinary Gentlemen kind of thing going on for it, where it's got other classic horror literature characters thrown into the mix. But yeah, this was a fun read. And no, not just horror, because I think there was one, the cliffhanger was somebody from a sci-fi, from a classic sci-fi, and that's all I'm going to say. So it makes me excited to read Volume 2. Of course, as always, I will have a link to Amazon down below if you want to check this out for yourself. Any and all purchases made through that link doesn't necessarily have to be this book. It could be anything your little heart desires. As long as you're using my links to purchase it, I get a small percentage of it. I'm also going to throw out my coffee link. If you got something from watching this video, please buy me a coffee or two, as I'm not receiving AdSense from Google. I need watch time, basically, and I feel like that's going to be a very hard goal to reach. My channel's slowly growing every day, but we still need that watch time. So that's all I got for you guys. And if you are new here, by all means, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. That's all I got. That's all I can really say about this. Till next time. Later, guys.